Hey guys, welcome back to another video today. And today I'm going to do a figure and mock showcase for my custom World War II soldiers. Let's get on with it. So there's my collection or whatever of mocks and figures. Let's get on with the figures first, actually. So here's this British tank operator. He has a cream revolver or whatever. I painted it. I took flight aviator's little scarf and put it around him. Gave him a Frank Woods tattoo on his arm or whatever, and painted his pants a little camo. I didn't really paint the figure that much, but he's like a pop and swap, yeah, of parts. The next guy is just a custom US soldier, and I just tattered up his body or whatever, gave him black knee pads, and painted his helmet bronze. It's still drying actually, so looks a bit more. Oh crap. Oh, it's, oops. Second. There, right, the hair up. It's still drying, so, or the helmet is at least still drying. So, oops. Put it on a stand. Okay. Next figure is British Desert Front soldier, North African campaign dude. So the only thing I really did was paint his helmet bronze and gave him a shovel. And yeah, I also swapped. I think I swapped his legs with someone else's. That's that guy. Oops. The next guy is an American paratrooper, whatever. So I gave him the flight aviator's little pouch on his vest. Gave him a old flashlight, a knife, Thompson, a backpack, and a little water canteen, and just a little pouch with 2 bottles. And I painted his, I painted his helmet and painted a little beard onto him, and yeah, that's basically it for him. Oh yeah, also I painted his Tommy gun, so it looks rusty. Right, 1 second. Focus. Yeah, that's that. The next guy I did yesterday, or whatever, I painted yesterday. I gave him, so this is an American soldier. I painted his helmet bright green and his chest bright green. Gave him a backpack with a binoc, pads, and a frag grenade. And also, I painted his trench shotgun, painted the stock, and painted the pump or whatever. I think it actually came out pretty good. And I also tore some paint off his helmet to make it look more tattered or whatever. So, next figures are 2 more North African campaign British soldiers. This one has a Sten, and this guy has a Bren gun. This guy was actually an old aviation trooper or whatever, but I switched his vest and his head for that or whatever because it looked pretty cool. And I had a pouch on his vest and painted his helmet. Oops. Oh god. Eyes itchy. The next guy, he's just another North African campaign dude. I switched out his yellow vest for a brown vest to make more diversity or whatever. Gave him brown pants and gave him a pouch on his back. Also painted his helmet bronze like the other guys. Next, okay, now we're getting on to the 2 mocks or whatever. So I'm going to show you the first mock. Here's the first mock or whatever. It's a World War II medic tending to an injured soldier. So I basically just taped some ripped off, what's it called? Tissue, and taped it onto him and red Sharpie onto him to make it look like he's bleeding or whatever. Because I think he got shot right where that big blood splatter is. Just blood's pouring out his arm, some of his leg. He also has a bandage there. And the medic is just reaching into his pouch to grab supplies or whatever. I also added some Lego light green pieces to make the foliage, and then I added some Mega Bloks, or 2 Mega Bloks plants. And the last thing that I'm going to show you was actually the first thing I built. It was a World War II trench diorama. So these 3 American soldiers are in the trench, while these 3 Germans charge up to their trench across no man's land. And this guy, I painted his, I painted his mask. I painted gold on the 2 breathing areas and the goggles. I also painted his revolver gold. I painted both these guys' helmets gray to signify like the difference between these guys and them. And I also dirtied up his face. And he's just carrying a rifle. The next guy, I painted up his arms or whatever with some mud black. And painted his vest gray. Painted his face too to make it look tattered. Painted some gray accents on the M1 Garand, but those faded after a while. And I also painted his hands dirty too. And he's just running up on him. Oops, one of the American guys fell off. Well, I guess we'll look at this guy first. He just has a green pouch on his back or whatever. Oops. He has a pistol, probably a 1911. He has a little pouch on his waist and a little pouch on his leg. And they're just shooting up at the Germans. This guy, he has like a new net helmet or whatever. Has nets on it. And I gave him a Thompson waist thingy, binoculars, and a magazine. And this guy came with the M4 Sherman set. Basically didn't add anything, I think, except for that waist pouch. Then I gave him just a standard M1 Garand. And how I made this is that I did this or whatever, put it in front of that trench to make it look like it was in the ground or whatever. Then I just placed a lot of brown tiles to make it, and green tiles to make it look more uneven, like natural ground. But you can't really get stuff natural with Lego or whatever, because I used Lego for that. And inside the trench, I just made some walls, some sandbags, and there's actually some more walls down here, but I made the little duck boards or whatever that the soldiers stood on so they wouldn't get infected by disease from the water below. But under there is just like foliage and algae and water. And I purposely made the duck board like that, so like it looked more unstable or whatever. And yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, that is. So, bye. Hope you guys have a good day.